A mother and daughter in Kentucky have turned down a $26 million offer for part of their farmland. CBS News' Jared Ochacher met with this family and asked them why they said no to this massive amount of money.
This is the land in rural Kentucky that Delcia and her mother Ida turned down $26 million for.
I just said my land is not for sale. I never had a for sale sign on my land. I never wanted to sell my land, never even dreamed of thinking about selling my land. And it's priceless.
It's easy to say no to $26 million whenever it really doesn't buy anything that you need. Once this land is gone, there wouldn't be anything else I'd really want.
And they told me it wasn't a difficult decision, and it's one they'd make again, because this property isn't just property. It's a home, and it's a lifestyle of farming that's been passed down in generations and generations of their family.
Oh, it's all the time when we had parties. We fixed that back there for the grandkids to have, you know, cookouts. Just ever Christmases and everything we needed, it was usually right here.
They were offered tens of thousands of dollars per acre, as were a few of their neighbors, so that an unnamed company could build a 2,000-plus acre data center. It would be the biggest project in the state.
Most of the people I've been around, please don't let us down, please. Our land won't, our businesses will be destroyed here. Our homes will be no value to them left. Please don't let this happen to our county.
A community group called We Are Mason County is suing to try and slow down the process and learn who the organization is, the company is, behind the project.
I cannot get enough of these ladies.
They're so great.
And Jared Ochacher joins us now. This was such, there are a few stories that kind of are refreshing in a way that people will act in ways that you don't expect. $26 million. Were they offered that for all of their land or just part of it? Because they could have kept some of the land probably.
Right, so between Delcia and Ida, the mother and daughter, they own around 600 acres. And with more of their family, it's over 1,000. So they were offered this money for part of their land, and as you heard, they said no.
So tell us about this lawsuit that was filed by the community groups to slow this development.
So there's a citizen community group called We Are Mason County. And just this week, they filed this lawsuit. And 30 minutes ago, the leader of the group sent me a copy of the complaint. And basically what they're arguing is that nowhere in the county zoning ordinance does it say anything about data centers. So they're arguing that if this were to go through, if the construction were to go through, it would be an illegal construction project.
Wow.
And their goal here is to square that out and also to slow this process down and figure out who this anonymous builder is behind it.
I mean, if it's a data center, my mind is going to all of the Silicon Valley companies that we know by name. I won't name them, but it's probably one of those.
And the lawyer who is representing the citizen group is saying, and at this community meeting I went to on Wednesday, he was saying exactly that. He's like, we need to know who they are. I have a right as the attorney representing people in this community to cross-examine the company behind it.
To be able to represent them fairly. What I love, though, about this story is that these women are digging their heels to try to preserve a way of life that is being threatened by the future, by technology, by the needs of our cell phones, right? Data centers are needed to support all of the uses of our cell phones, and that the community is even coming together and rejecting this money.
Right, so the two things I want to point out there, a lawyer for the project said, hey, you guys all have cell phones. You need data centers like this in order for them to operate. And also the community coming together. While people like Ida and Delcia did receive offers for their property that are many times more than what the land is actually worth, a lot of neighbors did not. They didn't receive any offers of compensation, and they told me that they're concerned that if this project were to go through, the value of their property, their home, will plummet. And they're also concerned about the possibility of the project being an eyesore of noise and sound and possible environmental pollution.
All of those things, they're going to need employees to operate those data centers.
I also just love their little quote, which is, what was it?
It really doesn't buy anything that you need.
That's
all
right,
that money.
All that money. Yeah. I mean, that was beautiful.
So, and I asked them, you know, like, fun question we always ask our friends, if you were to win the lottery, what would you do with the money? I asked them that, you know.
Yeah.
You kind of were offered a crazy sum of money.
Yeah.
What would you do with it?
They
They said, I would buy more land and more cows.
I love these American women.
So great.
Jared,
Awesome
thank you
story,
for that
man.
refreshing
Thank you very
story.
much. That was really great.